This week we will be learning about what sustainable energy is. This information will help orient you to meeting Learning Objective 6. Evaluate the sustainability of energy. This week we will be learning about what sustainable energy is and why it is important. This information will help orient you to meeting Learning Objective 6. Evaluate the sustainability of energy options. For the first steps in being able to evaluate sustainable energy are to be able to define it and recognize its value. There are 6 required readings for this week and 3 videos. The first video, along with the first 4 readings, provide an overview of why sustainable energy is an important topic in today's world. They also describe some key components to the National Academy's vision for a sustainable energy future. The 5th reading is a white paper produced by the Miller Center of Public Affairs, titled America's Energy Future. A white paper is an informational paper that has not been peer-reviewed by other scientists to check its accuracy. In general, peer-reviewed journal articles should be more accurate and less biased than white papers or popular media articles, because they have been subject to the scrutiny of the peer review process. However, journal articles don't often include nice, concise summaries on general topics. They often get more in-depth and technical than we need to in this course. Rest assured, I will only post white papers and popular media articles that I consider to include accurate and important information for this course. America's Energy Future provides a nice introduction to some of the main issues associated with our current energy system in terms of national security, the environment, and economics. It also discusses some technological, behavioral, and policy-oriented alternatives to improve the current energy system. It is a nice intro to many ideas that we will be discussing more in depth as the course proceeds. The second and third videos introduce the importance of sustainable energy from the perspective of the creators of the Switch Energy Video Education Project. The second Switch video provides information on why the current energy system is unsustainable and what can be done to fix it. The second Switch video requires a password. The password is energy education. The 6th reading is a peer-reviewed journal article from the journal Energy Policy, titled Impact Assessment for a Sustainable Energy Future, Reflections and Practical Experiences. Energy Policy is a well-respected academic journal for providing energy analysis, and we will be reading several articles from this journal throughout this course. The article provides a more in-depth discussion of what sustainable energy means and the history of the term sustainability, which is very important to understand because when two people use the term sustainability, they can often mean very different things. They may be using it in the context of the famous 1987 report from the World Commission on Environment and Development, informally known as the Brundtland Commission, which states that sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present generation without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Or they may mean sustainable as reported by the dictionary, such as capable of being supported or upheld, more of a technical definition of sustainability, pertaining to a system that maintains its own viability by using techniques that allow for continual reuse, and other definitions like that. Both the Brundtland Commission's definition and the dictionary definitions are very broad and could be interpreted in many different ways. Recently, governments, citizens, and researchers have tried to better define the concept of sustainability and sustainable energy by considering a set of components, aspects, or considerations that should be included in the definition. The Energy Policy article includes some of these components as they apply to sustainable energy in section 2.2, which includes varied definitions of sustainable energy by different organizations. The article goes on to discuss the difficulty in defining and evaluating sustainability and sustainable energy, and provides some solutions for how to go about meeting these challenges. It applies these solutions to an energy case study. You may notice that some of the components of sustainable energy definitions from the Energy Policy article are also included in the white paper by the Miller Center and in the National Academy's readings. I hope you enjoy the readings and videos, and I hope they help motivate you for learning about one of the most complex, interesting, and important quests of our time, the quest to achieve a sustainable energy future.